Let's watch this video of this mentality of we cannot let people watch, laugh at us. Let's watch this video of a Nigerian being like, who are you? Who do you think you are? Do you know who I am? This mentality, we must stop it. Let's watch.
I've been thinking about Nigeria a lot lately, and do you know that Nigeria is one of the few places where people can be inside the same problem and still be competing over who is suffering more comfortably? The average Nigerian does not understand success except it's in comparison. We were stuck in a terrible traffic some days ago. We had not moved in 15 minutes. But the moment my driver squeezed past a few cars, his mood improved. He was visibly excited. And I'm there wondering, oh God, we are still inside this traffic. We are still inside the same chaos. But emotionally, being ahead of somebody, to him, felt like progress. You see, that mindset is everywhere in our society. A student will celebrate because he scored higher than his roommate. Meanwhile, the both of them didn't meet the cutoff mark. You see this thing from weddings to rent. The story is the same. Statements like, we cannot let people laugh at us. Look, that sentence alone has probably sponsored half of all the bad financial decisions taken in this country. How about in church? They'll raise a prayer point. My father, bless me so much that my family cannot make decisions without me. Meanwhile, the entire family is seated there shouting amen against each other. Look, if an entire family of adults cannot make any decisions without you, it's exhaustion that will destroy you. In Nigeria, we have an I better pass my neighbor generator. We are not even thinking, how can we have stable electricity? You see, what I'm realizing is that most of us were never taught to define success internally. When societies experience scarcity for too long, the survival psychology you end up relying on is comparison. People debate online who's richer between Davido, Wizkid, or Burna Boy. And I find that fascinating because the people arguing are often arguing from outside of that economic reality entirely. How about parents? They don't always ask, what school produces the best students? What they are concerned about is if the school is better than all the schools around. Status signal becomes more important than the actual outcome. We compare pay, we compare success, we compare spirituality, we compare children, we compare phones, we compare accents, we compare BBLs. Even the way we insult one another proves this. Who are you? Do you know who I am? Is that what your mates are doing? There's always a relativity component to it. We celebrate escapes more than the solutions. What's even crazy is that comparison culture can normalize mediocrity. Because if everybody around you is struggling, then small improvements start to look like greatness. But regardless, comparison cannot remain your operating system. We must transition from obsession with status to value creation, from individual escape to collective advancement. I hate that saying, I better pass my neighbor, so much. We must transition from that to actually building a neighborhood worth living in. You're wiser now. Share this video, strengthen your people.
So as a Nigerian, and for us to move forward, this kind of situation, this kind classy, what do they call it, higher or bigger, whatever, must stop. Let's stop it. Let's stop it so that we can move forward as a country. Let's stop it. Thank you.